Hey guys, you might notice this review feels a little different, and that's because this time around I'm actually scripting this review. Usually I just freeball it, but this time around I really wanted to make sure the video is a lot more concise and put together, mostly because I just want this video to be done and over with. Sorry, I know a lot of you really like my longer videos and like when I go off on a big ol' rant, but to be honest, I'm a little more than tired of making these reviews. Each one has been over 20 minutes long, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of repeating myself. The same issues I've had for the last 4 episodes are still prevalent here, and I don't want to waste my time being stuck on repeat. The show is already doing that on its own. I've got a lot more video projects I could be working on, including the full review for Volume 8, and at this rate my script is going to be over 20 pages long, so rather than waste my time talking about this one episode, I'd rather prioritize that video instead. I'm sure it'll be a lot more entertaining anyways. As for this episode, I want to be clear, I didn't hate it. Hell, I teared up a little bit, I'll admit it, thanks to the stunning animation, on-point musical score, and Miles' voice acting. Jean actually was my favorite part of this episode. See that face? That's me. Jean is my spirit animal now. I also really like the part with the bomb not falling out of the ship. That was super cute, I absolutely loved that, but my compliments end there, unfortunately. This episode felt so close to being good, yet just barely missed the mark on so many different levels. The fights were all rather lackluster, there weren't any real standout moments for me. More, I was just distracted how everyone was carrying on a conversation while doing a bunch of flips and attacks without stopping to take a breath. None of these fight conversations seemed all that necessary either. The talking just distracted from the combat, and the combat took away any emotional impact the conversation might have had. The biggest thing I hated about this episode was how much we wasted our screen time on the Aesops. Oh no, Vine is dead. And who cares? Should I care? 'Cause I really don't. Why are we wasting screen time on background nobodies? I've seen a lot of comments like, where did Team Funky go? Who cares? They are background characters. When we are actively stealing screen time away to forego character development for our main characters to instead give development to the side characters, the writers keep prioritizing these side nobodies over our main cast. And I can't tell if it's because they don't know how to give our heroes on-screen development, or if it's because the fan base keeps begging them to flesh out their favorite colorful slabs of cardboard from the background. Crow isn't allowed to develop over Morning Clover. Harriet gets to steal that away from him. The writers give so little shit about our main cast that we still have no idea whatever happened to Maria. Even when they jam new, random characters into our main character team, they can't even be bothered to give them any screen time. Move out of the way, bitch! We need Harriet to cry over background character number 357's death! Penny's death was a bummer, but I feel like it would have been a lot better if Weiss was actually doing anything worthwhile to distract Cinder. Cinder's just zipping around right next to Penny, and just so happens to ignore her long enough for Jean to kill her. Maybe if Weiss was like on her summon and making Cinder chase her around, it would have felt a lot more genuine. As it is, it just looks like Cinder gets tunnel vision and doesn't focus on her main target for no good reason. There goes Weiss, not giving a shit that her own sister is a maiden now. Wow. Why the hell is Winter the maiden? At this rate, I really just wish a member of Team RWBY or Juniper would become a maiden, then they could actually be a part of the plot. Penny already offered the powers to RWBY. Why didn't she own up to that? Chekhov's gun is the idea that when something is set up in the show, it'll eventually come to fruition. They just set up the Chekhov's gun of Penny giving her powers to RWBY, but then fired a totally different gun instead, having her give them to Winter? I can already hear people saying, it's because RWBY fell. Well, then write something different. Have Penny suggest to give the powers to Winter before this point, so the decision doesn't come out of literally nowhere. Or have RWBY fall afterwards. I don't know why RWBY wasn't the last one to fall anyways. Being the first or last to fall would have implied importance, but I guess even the writers are done trying to pretend that RWBY is anyone we should give a shit about in the story anymore. Instead, having it be Weiss falling first and Jean falling last implies they're the ones with something important going on. I think it would have been really cool if Cinder pushed Neo and RWBY off the ledge, and as she saw them falling, Ruby's eyes lit up and she couldn't tell if it was maiden magic or her silver eye stuff. But nope, it's Winter. Why did we bother offering the powers to Winter, just to give them to Penny, just to end up actually giving them to Winter? What was the point then? It just makes this whole last volume feel like filler. And yeah, you could give me some excuse like, oh, Penny didn't have a choice last volume. Oh, it was always meant to go to Winter. Well, then the writers should have considered how this feels like a retcon for everything that happened this volume and the end of last volume. Rushed, boring, bloated. This was just the cherry on top of this disappointing ass finale. Every conflict feels contrived, every solution feels forced, and the action scenes look rushed. The story is stitched together sloppily. The main characters get sidelined to instead service our various side characters. The plot points all feel like repeats of events we've already seen, both from this volume and the volumes prior. And all of it just feels like they just wanted to end the volume off on this huge as balls cliffhanger. Ooh, the villains got the relics, what'll happen next? Ooh, everyone's in vacuo, what'll happen next? Oh, our heroes fell into the abyss of creation, what'll happen? Get out of here. What'll happen? Get out of here. Jesus. This has been one of the most disappointing finales I've ever seen come out of the show, and it's worrisome. They claim they have finished this writing long before production started. Well, it sure doesn't feel like it. They also say Volume 9 is already written too. Well, if it's anything like this, then that makes me more concerned. But in all honesty, I'm just glad this volume is finally fucking over.
Dislike bar increasing. Your face is bothering my face. 15,000 ways to die. Choose one. Choose one. Or I will choose for you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry it's a short one. Shout out to my $10 patrons. You're all amazing. Nako, Michael, James Dodds, Cool Duck, Andrew, Ramiel, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, G Extreme, Classy Critic, Surge, Dakota D, Taj, Boulder Off Bros, Noah Perkins, Sunny Shy, Mookie, Great Bar, Craig Hall, Pentimenta, War Thunder, Diego, Kadarius, Carmen, Order, and Anderson. Thank you all for watching this video. Sorry it's a short one. I just got like a lot of shit to do today. It's my birthday this week. I don't want to waste time sitting around on this video because I have a birthday video coming up. It might have come up already. I don't know when I'm going to release this. I just got things I want to do, and sitting around ranting for 40 plus minutes did not sound like a fun thing to do the week of my birthday. And I'd rather just get going into the full volume review, which I'm excited for. I've worked on it, and it looks like it might be over 30 pages long, which is worrisome, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Tell me, did you like this episode? I doubt it. But if you did, tell me why you like this episode. What do you think of the finale? And any thoughts, hopes, predictions for Volume 9? I guess that's all I really have to say. Well, thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.